Hey y'all, welcome to Dwelling Place Worship Center here in Sanford, North Carolina. This is your girl, Pastor Nat. I am so excited about this singles ministry and the women, men, willing, and waiting. Guys, we are in our forgiveness series and we started it last week. This is week 2, the second Wednesday of the month, where we are actually talking about forgiveness and why is it so important for us to forgive when it comes to relationships. Guys, we have to be able to forgive other people, and the number one reason is, in order for God to forgive us, we have to forgive other people. And the word says in Matthew 6:14, if we forgive others, he will forgive us. God said it himself. If we forgive other people who trespass against us, who hurt us, who treat us poorly, who treat us bad, who disrespect, all of that, if we forgive them for what they do unto us, surely God is going to forgive us. So guys, we got to forgive people. And the next thing about forgiveness and why it's so important for us to forgive is because it's for us. The forgiveness is not for them, and we get so prideful, so pig-headed, that we don't want to forgive that other person because we feel like we are releasing them or doing them a favor or letting the weight off them. No, baby, that forgiveness is for you. You need to be set free and delivered and free yourself of the bondage that you are harboring inside your heart, in your mind, and in your spirit. You can't move on unless you are able to forgive other people. So don't get it in your mind or take it out of your mindset that I'm not going to forgive that person because I want that person to remember and feel bad about. I promise you they don't. Half of the people that we are angry with or upset with don't even realize that they have hurt us in some way. And even in relationships, you got to be careful. You will not be able to move into the relationship that you desire or want with another man or another woman because you haven't forgiven. It's not just about forgiving your ex-boyfriend, your ex-husband, your ex-wife, or your ex-girlfriend. It's about forgiving people who have hurt you, period, because you will never have a successful relationship until you do. So let's talk about the 7 steps of forgiveness. All right. So listen, the first step is to identify your hurt. You have to be able to identify that you have been hurt. You have to recognize, listen, this is what hurt me. This is what bothered me. So you have to be able to recognize that. Number 2, acknowledge your hurtful emotions. Acknowledge those hurtful feelings. Have a wake up call for yourself. And this forgiveness is all for you. So have a wake up call and recognize and realize I have been hurt and this is what has happened. The third thing is to forgive yourself and let it go. Be able to forgive yourself. Excuse me. Being able to forgive yourself is so important through this process of forgiving other people. So you have to be able to forgive yourself and be able to let that thing go. The next thing is have compassion. Yeah, I get it. We don't want to have compassion. We don't want to feel sorry for the other person that hurt us, but baby, you got to. You got to have compassion because you don't know what underlying things that they have been going through. I truly believe that hurt people, and sometimes people hurt you or hurt us because they've been hurt. So show some compassion. Pray for them. Pray with them. But you have to show that compassion too. And I get it. To forgive takes a whole lot. But that energy, I promise you, will be worth it. The next thing is unconditionally forgive. Yeah, like God unconditionally loves us. He unconditionally forgives us. So we have to unconditionally forgive under any circumstances, no matter, not even if they don't even want to apologize, or they're like, why are you forgiving me because of what? It doesn't matter what they say or what they do or how they're feeling. It's about you trying to get through the process of forgiving them. So forgive them unconditionally. It doesn't matter how they react to it when you say, hey, I do forgive you when you X, Y, and Z, and they looking at you like you're crazy. It's okay. Have that unconditional forgiveness. And the next thing is to be grateful. Yes. What are you talking about, sis, being grateful? You have to be grateful because once you're able to forgive them and you're able to forgive yourself, that negative energy that you have burned and used up for so long for being in bondage of unforgiveness, once you release that forgiveness and you're able to forgive that person, it is amazing. Be grateful. Be grateful that you are able to forgive. Be grateful to God that you have the mindset to want to forgive. Be grateful to that person actually as well, because you want them to know that, hey, I forgive you. And even if it's hard, I get it. It's not easy. I'm speaking this thing, and I had to forgive some people too. But I'm so grateful that I allowed myself to be free. I'm so grateful that I allowed myself to release the unforgiveness and to be able to forgive them. So be grateful. Once that negative energy, woo, that's a shout right there within itself. Once that negative energy is released and you're able to forgive, that is for you to be grateful that you had the power, the willpower to do it. And the last thing, y'all, and I'm going to get out of here, is you're able to love again. That is the last process. Once you're the last step of forgiveness, once you're able to do all those other things, love again. Allow yourself to love again. Let that man come into your life. Let that woman come into your life. Don't harbor those ill feelings towards that person because of something that somebody else has done and you have not done yourself the just due of forgiving them. You have not done what you're supposed to do. That big piece is to forgive. Once you're able to forgive the people who hurt you, you are set free and delivered. They don't hold anything over you. Don't let the enemy trick you, y'all, into thinking you don't have to forgive. Stop letting the enemy trick you into thinking if you tell them you forgive them, that gives them the right to do it. It does not give them the right to do it again. What I'm telling you is forgive them. Who cares? It doesn't matter what they think. Let them think, okay, yeah, I got the upper hand. Yeah, let them think whatever. That forgiveness, baby, is for you. So that you can start all over again, so that you can have these healthy relationships that I've been talking about, so that you can move forward in your life. Listen, I love y'all. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your evening. Be thankful, be grateful. Let God be God in your lives, y'all. Listen, have an amazing rest of your week, all right? I love y'all. Be great. All right, bye, y'all.